This is the real uncensored Browns fan tuning in, checking in on a week 4 against Dallas. Man, yeah. Um, let's get into it. So obviously, Dallas isn't looking good compared to us. We're 2-1. They said it was five. We were above 500 for the first time in six years. I mean, you don't even realize those things. I was like, wait a minute, like, wasn't we over 500 last year? But no, we kept losing. Then we'll win some, then we'll lose some, and then we'll win some. But if we can win this one going in tomorrow, uh, 3 in a row. I mean, I'm damn near ready to crown Stefanski. I'm like, shit, dude. All it took was an analytic dude to turn it around. And I think I'm starting to be able to realize, listening to, getting breadcrumbs here and there, and then be able to try to compile it all together to make, one meal as far as what I'm hearing. It's like they literally focus on, they're like result oriented. Hold on. I guess like the probability of success, whichever one is giving them the higher chance of that, that's what they're doing. So it's like if they know that if they crash in on the left side using, I don't know, man. I'm not a football expert. I can't talk that football shit. I'm sure I could pick it up, but I really don't know right now. I mean, it's been so long since I played. But anyway, if they crash in on the left side with like a DN and stuff like that, it's probability that it's gonna force somebody to throw it over to Denzel Ward, and Denzel has a probability of making that chance or making that read or something like that. That's basically what they're gonna do. So whatever thing is like with the stats say what's gonna be the higher chance of them having a success rate at doing certain things. I'm sure it's a little bit more intricate than what I'm making it. Obviously it takes studies, it takes stats, and you got to kind of recall or remember all of that, and then also understand what your opponent is. But I mean, I'm hearing that they got a good staff, a good staff, and the reason why I'm laughing is because like I remember when they first hired him, I was just like, man, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you know, I remember I was just like, what if something go wrong? And then it's gonna be like robots and shit, like error, error. So it's just shit like that where it's like, damn, it kind of put me in my place. And then Mary Kay, I was listening to one of her interviews with Kevin Stefanski. I guess she was trying to get Kev to throw the middle finger up at people like me and all the other people that kind of doubted. I mean, it's only 4 games, but I mean, I'm not about to sit up here and try to talk shit about my team right now. Like, I mean, all I'm trying to say is that we still got more to see. What I'm seeing right now, however, I'm definitely well pleased. So keep it up. If they win it, like I said, if they win it today, shit, I'm there. I'm damn near ready to crown them. Like we gotta win this game because I think the Steelers are undefeated right now. I don't really follow. Like I said, I only follow us. I don't really look all into the other league and other. Like I watch a little bit of people here and there where I'll be like, all right, is this person on the rise or not? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like Arizona with Kyler Murray, is he on the rise or not? I watched a little bit of the the Ravens. I feel like I gotta watch the AFC North because I gotta see what's going on in our division. So I do watch, highlights of that and stuff like that to see what I'm seeing. And so I believe, like I said, the Steelers are undefeated. So we gotta catch up to them. The Ravens lost, so we kind of tied up. I mean, they got the game breaker as far as beating us, but if we can win this one and tie it up with the Ravens, I mean, because what they had a Thursday night game. No, that was oh no. So they still got to play this week too. But nonetheless, they were tied up with us after the Monday night game. So 2 wins, 1 losses. Man, that should sound good right now. Like 2 wins, 1 losses. I don't want to go 2-2. Don't let us go 2-2, y'all. All right, so let me get into this, man. I mean, obviously, like I said, I don't really watch too many other teams in the league, but what I know is what I know as far as like these players and stuff like that. Obviously, they got Zeke, Buckeye, for life, won us a championship, should have won two, but motherfucking, or excuse my language, uncensored. I got what's his name? Urban Meyer, like a dumbass, only want to rush the ball 13 times in the Michigan State game when we had Zeke. Yeah, only rushed him 13 times. And then I was like, man, how the freak did we lose, man? Like I couldn't understand it because I was for sure we was gonna repeat. And then I look at the stat sheet and then I see Ezekiel Elliott 13 times. And I was like, man, that's your problem right there. What was they thinking? And allegedly they were trying to teach him a lesson or something like that. I don't know. But you don't do that to everybody. You don't do that to like the lesson is like extra homework or something, or some laps or something like that, some physical activity. You don't purposely throw the game and be like, that's it. You know, we gonna teach you a lesson. You know, you think about the team next time when you want to win this championship like that. You feel bad. You tell your teammates sorry, and we gonna make sure. Like you don't do that. You don't play him and only rush him 13 times. You just don't play him at all if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? You don't just be like shorthand him. Ha, see, you guys are gonna lose. It's all your fault. Like, kind of shit is that, man? It's just stupid. So, yeah, that shit blew me. We should add two, definitely with Zeke, man, and that's probably gonna throw us off a couple years. So Zeke definitely 100%, 1000% got my respect. Even though his game ain't really, they talking about his game right now. I hear in the media saying that he ain't really balling out. I just hope he don't ball out on us. We gotta stuff the shit out of this dude. Um, And then about Dak, everybody keep talking about a goddamn shootout. Like, why it gotta be a shootout? Why everybody want to see what Baker Mayfield made of? I know I'll criticize Baker, but like he criticized himself, and I only do it out of a place of love. Y'all already know. I already started this. I started this whole freaking channel because I wanted Baker Mayfield. So I'm gonna be critical on him because I seen greatness and I just want to see it again. And but anyway, they everybody want to see a shootout between those two, you know? And it's like, why does it have to be a shootout? Why can't we stick to our run, or if it got to be a shootout, which I mean, I'm assuming that it might be because of the way that everybody being low key about stuff, Odell being low key about stuff. I think they don't want to like play their cards right. I could be wrong. I mean, but I definitely think like they probably gonna throw the ball maybe about 30 to 35 times this time. In case, you know what I mean? But we just hoping that the defense could stand up, man. The defense is really doing their thing as of right now as far as last game. You know, this is really going to be the test for the defense because we got to see if this is the real deal or they just going to take advantage of poor quarterbacks like, what's his name, Haskins and stuff. I mean, Joe Burrow ain't a poor quarterback yet, but they got a poor offensive line. So, you know, it was expected for us to trash up on them. You know, I guess they had the number 1 and number 2 pick respectively. So, you know, that's just, it's to be expected. By now, we should definitely be beating up on these teams like it ain't nothing. So, so yeah, I mean, as far as that go, like, I mean, my whole impression as far as like Dak Prescott and the whole contract situation, I mean, I think he's a great quarterback. I just think what they see is that somebody that, I mean, when you got somebody like a Patrick Mahomes and you seeing him do the things that he fucking do, it's like it's kind of crazy. Like that he's bringing a whole new standard. Like, and I hated to talk about him because I wanted Baker to get a championship for him first, but I can't knock talent. I can't knock what I see. I can't sit up here and lie to myself and be like, man, this dude's still trash. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Mahomes is probably like one of the best throwers I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? As far as a football, and I only been watching football, like I said, since what, like Vic was like probably 2004 maybe. I mean, Aaron Rodgers do some of that stuff, but like he ain't doing it now. Like I see Patrick Mahomes doing this until he go out. Like just because he been around, like when you could throw a baseball, if you could fucking throw a baseball, I feel like you could throw anything. You know, it ain't like no dodgeball. You could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball, like none of that. But if you could throw a baseball, you can throw a fucking football for sure. Because I just feel like when you try to throw a baseball and then try to throw it on the other side of the field and get it to that person right on the money, that shit is hard. That ball can go anywhere. We seen people try to throw the first pitch and shit, and we seen failures with that shit. Everybody know how hard. If you don't play baseball and you try to throw a baseball, you know how hard throwing a baseball is. The fact that the dude can he come from a baseball background with his dad and all this stuff. Like, I mean, he kind of got an upper hand. He got an advantage. You know, somebody like Baker, you know what I mean? He got it out the mud. You feel me? He ain't got no dad or mom. Maybe he do. I don't know. I need to look it up if I'm over here fanning over Baker and shit like that. I need to know more about him. But he ain't come from no like background where his family members was a national, you know, a professional athlete and stuff like that. You know, so I mean, those type of things like you gotta learn on your own. Him on the other hand, he had that shit like he was probably at academies, camps, all types of shit where he could make these throws because this is like he been doing it his whole life, you know, and it's just I mean it's amazing to see. But as far as like Dak being that, I don't see Dak being that. I don't see Dak um, you know, putting it on the money. Like he couldn't even succeed with Dez was here. You know what I'm saying? Tony Romo could, but Dak couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that throws up like a flag. That's I think that's the reason why he under the microscope so hard because I mean even though Dak will tell you that it ain't no hard feeling or not Dak Dez will tell you ain't no hard feelings about um towards Dak or whatever like that. But I think a little bit of him is salty. Like he wished that Tony could have stayed healthy and shit like that because they was doing their shit together. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason Dak could not get him the ball. Like he couldn't throw it how Tony throw it. Tony would throw like a ball where it's like where it goes on like a type thing where it like kind of like you know drop to you where you could pinpoint it in the air and Dez can make the catch. It don't seem like he was able to do that. So like I think that's one of the things that they kind of looking at now, scoping is like, can he really put it in the basket every time? Every time can he put it in the basket? Like I said, Patrick Mahomes, I've seen him do that shit. And I don't know if it's because of the offense king. I mean, of course you got fucking what's his name? Tyreek Hill. This dude was like a goddamn cheetah, or that's what he called himself, the cheetah or something, I think. I'm pretty sure. Um, this dude creates space. He creates separation. He gets the defense to have to think about shit every once in a while, which makes Patrick's job a little bit easier. But also the fact that Patrick does have, and why I'm making this shit about Patrick Mahomes? I guess because I'm comparing Dak and seeing where he stands as far as the higher level quarterbacks, you know. Um, But no, man. I mean, honestly, as far as our team, what we need to do is what we did last week. You know, everybody come together. Everybody let this be a good team win. When one side of the ball is failing, you know, we need others. We need teams. We need teams that have a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? We need a kick return touchdown or a punt return touchdown, at least one. You feel me? That'd be sweet. You know, that'd definitely get me on my motherfucking seat. I'd be like, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Talking, slapping hands, all of that. So I think, you know, as long as they can control whoever controlling the line of scrimmage at this point is gonna win. And allegedly, from what I've been hearing, is that we gonna control the line of scrimmage as far as our defensive line gonna control it, and our offensive line, man, is, I mean, it's super improved. You know what I'm saying? By 100%, I would say. You know, they double up the improvement rate. You know, those guys battling injuries, everybody battling injuries, but definitely our offensive line. So you gotta give them respect. Receivers also, Janowich, I think that's his name, our fullback. You know, he definitely doing his thing too. They don't really want to try to crash on us as far as like stop that run, but I mean, well, our running backs are just way too good, and there ain't no drop off. That's the crazy part about it. It's like when you stick in Chubb, when you stick in Kareem, it's no drop off. And I remember saying this like right when we got Chubb. I can't remember what video I commented on. I think it was a Browns video because that's usually what I usually comment on. It was from the Cleveland Browns channel, and I had said something like Nick Chubb run like Kareem Hunt, and somebody was quick to respond, and they said, "Well, not really. Chubb is a better runner." And I mean, I'm not knocking on either one. All I'm just going to say is that they game is extremely similar and it's no drop off. Like they can do the same things, you know what I mean? So I mean that's a beautiful thing to have as far as like being a team and things like that. So I just need them to keep it up, man. Keep like go on a win streak like the Ravens went on a win streak last year. We got smack up on these damn Steelers, but we ain't worried about them right now. We worried about the Cowboys. So all y'all Cowboy fans, I got a couple. I had a girl I used to mess with, date or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. I ain't really date her, so but she was a Cowboys fan, and I'm gonna talk shit to her. So I'm like, yo, man, what's up, my Browns? So they gotta win, man. They gotta allow me to talk my shit in peace. I guess if you can do that, talk your shit in peace. That's perfect. But yeah, man. I don't really got too much more to say other than that. You know, like I said, it's gonna be a good game. Good to see Zeke, you know, play his game. But we gonna whoop that ass. So like, I ain't trying to see Zeke go on gash us for 125 yards or nothing like that, or 2 touchdowns and 89 yards or something crazy. We gonna get this over done with early. Um, is it gonna be a close game? I think we starting to get it together, man. I think Baker has a good game today. Baker's gonna be the X factor. Baker's gonna be the one to determine if we gonna really blow them out or not. So we gotta pay attention to him. Is he ready? I think he's gonna be ready, man. I think he's ready to he's been in this playbook. He's been thinking about it. He's ready for it. Our team been ready the entire season. We want to really see Baker if he ready. So, um, yeah, he gonna be the X factor this game for sure, for sure. Uh, Real sensitive Browns fan. Oh yeah, and we're gonna win. That's it. Nothing to it. Obviously, the Real sensitive Browns fan signing out. Peace.